Mingles with Kraken number 14. Let's talk about that. Let's get cracking. Good moto morning. Welcome to another episode of Kraken's Garage. For those of you that are new, Mingles with Kraken is just kind of where I ask a few questions to the audience and viewers and just give some generalized updates to the channel and what's happening in my garage. And we're going to give a shout out at the end of this video. I hope you stick around to find out who that is as we try to help the moto community one video at a time. So in today's episode, we're going to start out with some very bad news. Richard Green, who had the channel Spider Moose, passed away on July 6th. He lost his battle to liver cancer after a 14-year battle with it. A more generous man you will not meet. I spoke with him very often, as well as many of us did, and he was always very helpful when I needed a sounding board for any particular topic that I was wrestling with on my next content. And he'll be sorely missed. And sadly, I never got to meet this gentleman, but I would ask everybody if they would keep Richard and his family in their thoughts and prayers as they try to heal. I'm doing some general cleaning and wire brushing of my life. It's time for me to go through all my stuff and either use it or lose it. And I have a lot of things I'm carrying around that this is something when my dad passed away was a gift to him. And it's an encyclopedia of motorcycles. Hands down, it is the most detailed book I have ever seen that digs down into the weeds in the history of each and every model. They cover over 2,500 models in this book. That's the great news. The bad news is it goes from when motorcycles started in 1885 up until somewhere in the 80s or 90s. This was a gift from Renata and Manfred Polak, who were Austrians. Manfred was an Austrian Airways pilot and met Dad through McDonnell Douglas, and they became very good friends despite being a world away from each other, and they got to share some time and travel together over the years. This is a coffee table type book, but for somebody that's into the older bikes, it's not going to have the most current. My question is, this is headed to the trash can. Should I give this away on the channel? I don't know if it would be useful to somebody. I hate to throw out a really darn good book, but if it would help somebody's moto journey with some historical background on stuff they're looking into, this would be the book to cover it. It also weighs a ton. It's a thick book, so I'm a little worried that if somebody on the other side of the world wins it, maybe I can work out something with you where we split the postage or something like that, because it's going to cost an arm and a leg to mail this book. But with that said, let me know, yay or nay, if I should give this away on one of my giveaways. I want to get back to doing giveaways because they're kind of fun and good for me to have good vibes coming off my channel. I want to give a shout out to a very special viewer of my channel that gives me a thumbs down on every single episode. I just wanted to say thank you, because even though it's negative publicity, it's still publicity for the channel, and you help my channel's growth and development. I appreciate you. Next is a moral and ethical question. My Roadster is up for sale. I have it up on Facebook Marketplace, advrider.com, and of course Cycle Trader, and it's been up for 3 weeks and not a single bike. Honest to Pete, the used bike market is flat on its keister right now. Pretty much the only way something is selling is if you give it away. So I knew that kind of going into it. That's okay, but it's time for this one to leave my garage and free up the space and the money. The moral dilemma is, should I shoot a video going over the features and benefits and what's been done to the bike to make it a for sale video, or is that inappropriately using my channel? Let me know what you guys think on that. My rule of thumb right now is every week and a half, I'm going to drop it down another $500 and keep doing it till it's gone. So somebody's going to get a brand new beautiful bike. So let me know, and if anybody does have any interest, just email me at krakensgarage@gmail.com, and I'll be glad to open up a discussion with you and talk to you about it. Things that are happening in the near future. This pile of dust covering up this Harley kit is for my Harley-Davidson electric glide. It's heated grips. I'm going to be installing those soon. I don't know if I'm going to shoot a video. There's loads of them on YouTube. It's not like I'm going to be adding anything to the moto community to do a breakdown of how to do that, which are boring for the rest of you that don't own that particular bike or have an interest. It's like watching paint dry, so I don't know. I probably won't shoot a video on that one. I'm working on another design hat or cap to sell on the channel and help fund what I do on this channel a little bit. My question is, those of you that have been here long term, should I just go with that giant puffy logo and no writing so you're not walking around like a billboard? My personal taste is I happen to like that cap the best. I think it's low key, and if somebody sees it and they inquire about it, word of mouth will do more than having a printed billboard on the top of your head. Let me know what you think on that. And the second question on that is, do I go with the dad cap, which many of you have bought, which is the cloth one all the way around, or do I do the young man's, or young person I should say, it's flat belt cap? Those could be difficult for people to wear. They tend to cause a pressure point on my head up here. So let me know your thoughts on that as I'm designing this hat, and we'll get those fabricated on the channel for sale here soon. And of course I'll give one of them away on the channel to somebody. This shout out goes to 𝕿𝕒𝕝𝕜. His channel is RRRrefuelriderace. 𝕿𝕒𝕝𝕜 hails from Slovenia, and he has 476 videos out and 3,280 subs. He works really hard on his channel. I particularly want to give him a shout out because my very close friends Tom and Jody of PurpleOnThree and PSP Tommy G just recently went to Europe, and 𝕿𝕒𝕝𝕜 opened up his life and took time off from work to show them Slovenia. That's Jody's story to tell, and she'll share it with you, I'm sure, in the near future. For that, I have the utmost respect for 𝕿𝕒𝕝𝕜 sending out the olive branch to another rider from around the globe. You're asking a lot of a person to do that. His motto is, the content of the channel arises from a pure passion for motorcycling, motoring, and travel. He covers motorcycles and some cars, does some DIY on doing some servicing, and shares his thought. This is a very intelligent man. He speaks like 7 different languages. If you get a chance, go by and check him out. If you decide to sub to him, please let him know that Kraken sent you. And there's my ghost dog Bullet. He's here to remind me to wrap up this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, share it with an enemy. If you want to see more in the future, hit the subscribe button somewhere down there in the corner. And remember, folks, go ride it because it's good for you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.